Today we are going to learn how to shift the graph of a function vertically and horizontally. In other words, I'll show you how to shift the graph of a function upwards, downwards, to the left and to the right. Let's start with the linear function f of x equals x. Recall that this function goes to the origin and has a 45-degree angle with the x-axis. How can we shift this graph upwards, downwards, to the left and to the right? Shifting a graph up or down is simple. If we want to shift the graph, for example, 2 units up, we just have to add a 2 to the function notation. So the function is going to be g of x equals x plus 2 instead of just x. We see that the graph is also shifted 2 units to the left. If we want to shift the graph, for example, 3 units down, we subtract 3 from the function notation. So the function is going to be h of x equals x minus 3 instead of just x. We see that the graph is also shifted 3 units to the right. Let's look at the quadratic function f of x equals x squared. Again, if we want to shift the graph, for example, 2 units up, we just have to add a 2 to the function notation. And if we want to shift the graph, for example, 3 units down, we subtract the 3 from the function notation. As we see, while shifting the graph up and down, the graph didn't move to the right or to the left as in our previous example. To move the graph of a quadratic function, for example, 4 units to the left, we have to plug in x plus 4 instead of x into the function notation. So we can write I of x equals x plus 4 in parentheses squared. And to move the graph of a quadratic function, for example, 4 units to the right, we have to plug in x minus 4 instead of x into the function notation. So we can write j of x equals x minus 4 in parentheses squared. In general, we can write for shifting a graph c units up, g of x equals f of x plus c. And for shifting a graph c units down, h of x equals f of x minus c. For shifting a graph c units to the right, we can write j of x equals f of x minus c. And for shifting a graph c units to the left, I of x equals f of x plus c. Make sure that c is a positive real number. Let's do a quick recap. We shift the graph up or down by adding or subtracting a number to the function notation, respectively. And we shift the graph to the left or to the right by plugging in x plus a number or x minus a number, respectively. Notice that plugging in x minus a number shifts the graph to the right, and plugging in x plus a number shifts the graph to the left. By the way, we also can combine shifting a graph to the left or to the right by shifting the same graph up or down, which I will show you in the next video. So stay tuned, more to come.